So let's talk about syllabus accessibility. What you're going to need to do first is you're going to need to log into the portal, and you're going to go under the menu down to Employee Resources, Curriculum. And when you do that, you will see a list of documents, and one of those is the course outline template. When you download that, you will see a course outline that is accessible. I've made the headers for you. I've done everything that you need. So what you'll want to do is you will want to copy and paste your information into the syllabus that I made for you. So here's a syllabus that we see here. And if I go and I run the accessibility checker on the one that I have, check for issues, I can see over here that there are some errors. Now, I'm not too concerned about these errors. We can fix those, but this syllabus does not have a table of contents on it. And when I go in and I add a table of contents by taking my cursor and putting it at the top and going under References, Table of Contents, and I just pick one, an automatic table, because we don't want to do a lot of work. All these things that were headers, like course description and those kinds of things, they didn't show up here, which means these things were not designated as headers. So if you copy and paste your information into the syllabus I've done for you, you probably will have very few errors. So let's just get started on this. The first thing that we need is we need the course information. So I think it's easier on this one to just type my course information. So Math 171, 900, Pre-Calculus, Algebra. And, you know, if you want it to be in the center, that's under Home. Just go up here under Home and put it in the center. So there are reasons that the faculty secretaries have asked us to do this way, so we want to make sure that we do it the way that they have asked us to. So if I update this table of contents, if I go up here and I say Update Table, and I say Update the entire table, notice that this change was not made, and that is because when I made your syllabus for you, I just typed over the contents that appear. So you would need to go up here and change it so that it had the correct title of your course in it. So now that's correct. Okay, so course information. Here's where you start copying and pasting. So if I just go over here and I copy and I paste, I'm going to course, I'm going to paste this over here. I'm going to highlight what I have and just paste my stuff on top of it. Now, if I run the accessibility checker, and the easiest thing to do is to keep it open as you work so that you can check as you go, I see that I have missing alt text on that table. So if I go over here and I right click on it, I'm going to see Table Properties, and I'm going to say that this is the course information table. And when I do that, it tells me there are no issues. Now sometimes it'll tell you that there's no header row information. Just highlight the very top row and go under, I think it's under Layout. When you go under Layout, and you see, and that happens, there's going to be another thing that pops up that says repeat header rows, and you'll see it. It'll be in one of these. It won't pop up now because I don't have that error. But if that you get that error, you'll need to click on Layout or Design, and you'll see where it says repeat header rows. Just click on it and it takes that error away. So let's go. As I go down through here, I'm going to go over here and copy my course description. And I'm just going to copy it underneath where the accessible syllabus already has that. And you notice now it says there are 4 characters. That's telling me that I've hit the space bar, so I'm just going to hit backspace and it takes that error away. So see, if you take your errors away as you go, you won't have to worry about making your syllabus accessible. If I go in and I copy my textbook information and I put it over here underneath textbook, see, still no errors. I go over here and I do course outcomes. So I find my course outcomes on mine because, again, our secretaries have asked that we put this in a particular order and that we have all this information here. Now, if yours is not, I don't think the order matters so much, but you do need to make sure that you have all of the information that they have asked you for. So you do want to make sure all of that is there. So now that I do have some things on here, if I go up and I click Update Table, anything that I have added on the page numbers will change. The headers that I might have will change. This is nothing that you have to worry about actually typing. You just need to make sure that you update it. So I'm going to close this out for now so that you can see. So now all the things that I have here that I've already added are accessible. And when I finish, when I do all the other things here, when I copy and paste them, if there are any errors that I have, I would need to make sure that I fix those. You saw that I fixed a table. That's a common error. You saw that I fixed a spacing. That's a common error. Another common error sometimes if you have things that are in outline form. Let's see. Let's go ahead and make this bigger so we can see. If you have things that are in outline form, you're going to want to make sure that you actually told the ribbon. Let me go find it so you can see what it looks like. That you want a particular outline. Don't just type number 1 and hit some spaces. If you have something that's an outline form, you need to make sure that you have used the ribbon. That's the main thing with Word, is that when you add something, you actually use the ribbon. See, it started here, and when I start typing things, it's going to put it in that format. So if you get an error that shows a lot of spacing and it's something you did as an outline, you'll need to highlight your stuff and go up here and pick one of these outlines. Sometimes that doesn't fix the error, and what I've found is if I copy and paste this in maybe a notepad, which you can go under your search over here and just search notepad and you'll find it on your computer, and you can copy the information into the notepad. It takes all the coding out, and then when you copy it back into Word using the ribbon, those errors will be gone. So those are some of your common errors, and that's what we're going to need to do. You're also going to need to, once you save it, let's just save this one. You're going to need to put it in your course. And we have a new tool called Ally. So let me pull up one of my courses. And Ally is another tool that we can use to see if something is accessible. Now remember, these are all just tools. In Word, you need to fix errors and warnings. You do not need to fix tips. Those are just things that you need to kind of scroll through and make sure it looks the way you want it to look. In Ally, it's going to tell you when there's something wrong, and it might be something that Word has not caught. So you'll want to make sure that you're fixing that too. So let me go down here at the bottom so my students won't see this. And I'm just going to add this file that we just did. I'm going to call it syllabus testing because we're testing the syllabus. I'll go in and I'm going to find that. Find the one that we just did. I'm going to upload it. And let's see, let's find it. So here it is, and you see my green meter. That tells me that my syllabus is accessible. If I click on it and it's yellow or not perfect, it's going to tell you over here what may need to be fixed. And as always, if there are errors that you don't know how to fix, or you're having trouble, or you get frustrated, please call me. Remember, my extension is 5224. My email is sreagan, REAGAN, @cccti.edu. I am always more than happy to help you. We can schedule an appointment. We can talk about it over the phone. I can put you in an online session and I can look at your documents. But whatever we need to do to make sure that the syllabus is accessible.